What's going on, everybody? It's your boy J Main back, checking in with the people, back with another video. And today, PlayStation didn't waste no time. At no 30 in the morning, 6 a.m., I'm on my way to work. PlayStation, what is we doing? PlayStation dropped some fantastic news on the timeline. While we've been sitting here waiting for PlayStation to give us something, maybe a little hint, maybe a little inkling about what's next for PlayStation. We've been getting good games. Returnal came out a few months back. Ratchet just came out. We wondering, when are we getting the showcase for the next lineup of games? When is Horizon going to get a release date? What is the new God of War looking like? Are we ever going to get the firmware update so we can put them SSDs into the PS5? I don't know, but we waiting. But in the meantime, we got this. PlayStation has acquired Housemarque Studio. Now, this is a studio of mine that I've enjoyed games from for a while now. I'm talking about back to Superstar Dust HD. Now, Superstar Dust HD, for those of you who don't know, was the first game with trophies back on the PlayStation 3. That was actually my first quote-unquote platinum, but that was back when PlayStation didn't even have platinums yet. You just pretty much 100%ed the game and that was it. So that could be considered my first platinum, but I remember playing that game the night, I believe it was the night trophies dropped. I played that game religiously until I was able to achieve 100% trophies in that game. Good memories. But they've dropped games like Superstar Dust HD that I loved. Dead Nation was cool. Resogun was fantastic. Next Machina was great. Hard as hell, but great. Matterfall was okay. And Alienation was a good game. So they have a pretty good track record of giving you those arcade, fast-moving stick shooters, twin stick shooters, and things of that nature that can pose some difficulty if you're not a seasoned gamer in that field. But nonetheless, they're fantastic to play with. They're fun. Returnal took it to the next level with that same kind of formula, but they tried to add more of a narrative experience to it. And then you had it being more of a bigger budget game than they ever worked with. So I was excited for that. The game had some bugs to begin with, but once they got that ironed out, it ended up being a great game. So Housemarque, for me, is definitely one of my favorite developers in the industry. And this is exciting for me and them, because just like Insomniac Games, even though this is a studio that PlayStation has worked closely with for many years, now they have full access to that PlayStation resource. We see what happens when Insomniac Games come on board, and all of a sudden, you get Miles Morales, you get the Spider-Man 2018 remaster, you get Ratchet and Clank coming out, you get the update to the Ratchet and Clank 2016 game. The talent is always going to be there, but when they have access to more resources, the output becomes better. The output becomes more. And with Housemarque, they took a big risk with making a game that was this big, but they had the backing of PlayStation. And now going forward, they will have the complete backing and the complete access to even other techniques that first-party studios are utilizing because they are part of the family now. So in addition to this blog post that PlayStation put out, there was also an article with Famitsu where they talk about how this purchase, this acquisition, was being talked about in 2020. Now, this is something that everybody has predicted, like, yo, it makes perfect sense. Why hasn't it happened? PlayStation has been on record saying they want to purchase studios that make sense through organic growth. They want to buy guys that they have been working closely with, that they have been putting money into, that they have been helping out with, that they have been publishing games for. And then from there, they're like, okay, you meet the standard. You can, we should buy you and let's take it to the next level. And that's what I think they're also doing with these third-party partnerships with that Jade Raymond studio. I think you had the Firewalk partnership going on. Like, they want to get these studios partnered. That way it's low risk, high reward. These aren't studios you're opening yourself. These are studios you're helping fund. And then if the game is a hit, boom, now we could talk acquisition, because, we was there from the jump. So, cut us that deal. We kind of got the right of refusal in that sense. But with this purchase for Housemarque. They're talking about studio expansion, so more employees. That's great. You know, they're talking about their next game is planned to go above and beyond Returnal, and the tight gameplay will still be the focus. And that's important when a studio purchase is made, because you want that gameplay to be, the gameplay for them is the essence, and you don't want that to change. So I'm happy to hear this news from Housemarque, and going forward, I think it's a great addition for the PlayStation family. And shit, I can't wait to see what they got next. It might be a minute. Maybe we get some Returnal DLC. Who knows? But by mistake, human error, this wasn't the only acquisition PlayStation announced. By mistake, the PlayStation Japan Twitter account, while tweeting out a Returnal Housemarque acquisition, they accidentally tweeted out the wrong image. Now, the acquisition for Housemarque it was pretty much a picture that said "Welcome to the family," and it had a bunch of PlayStation studios divided up throughout the picture, and like characters from those games that those studios make. In the original picture, you had Celine from Returnal in the picture, and it had a list of all the 13 studios going across. PlayStation Japan tweeted out a picture that said "Welcome to the family" with a Bluepoint Games logo on it, and a picture of the Demon Souls guy in the actual picture, along with the Housemarque Celine picture. So this, of course, it was a mistake. I don't know how this happened, because PlayStation has been making a lot of errors lately. I don't understand it, but this seems like a clear indication that Bluepoint is going to be the next studio that they purchase, and somebody fucked up and accidentally tweeted out this picture. Now, when is this going to be announced? I don't know. Maybe they're not trying to do it all in one day. Maybe they'll do it tomorrow. Maybe they'll do it sometime later on this week. Or maybe they have an event coming up that they're going to announce this studio purchase. But somebody slipped up at PlayStation Japan and tweeted that out. Now, Twitter account Nibellion was able to verify that this tweet was actually real through an app called TweetDeck. So I guess maybe you can go back on there and see tweets that have been have been deleted before. And he said he was able to verify that this was real. So expect to hear Bluepoint announced very soon, which we all expected, like a Housemarque. So moving on to another quick topic I wanted to touch is that while everybody was kind of celebrating PlayStation and Housemarque coming together as one, it was a Remedy employee, a communications director. He tweeted out to only focus on one platform, ... truly luxury. And then he put a little laughing emoji. Now, a lot of people got in the comments. I even tweeted out like, this man is begging for Remedy to be bought by PlayStation, because we all know when PlayStation buys a studio, those games typically are exclusive to the console, and then they'll probably come to PC a few years later. At the moment, that's the plan. So we all know what he means by this. You know, studios get bought by PlayStation. He's thinking right now, Remedy is working on so many projects. I mean, I have a list here. They're working on a free-to-play game called Vanguard. We assume that's going to be multi-platform. They're working on the Crossfire campaign, which I believe is coming to Xbox and PC. They have a publishing deal with Epic for 2 multi-platform games. And they're working on a new Control game and Project Condor, which is a co-op multiplayer spin-off of Control, to be co-published by 505 Games. So Remedy is working on a lot of games right now. And I know some people have speculated that PlayStation was going to partner up with Remedy or buy Remedy. I don't think that's in the formula or in the cards right now. It seems like Remedy has a lot going on. As far as a purchase, I don't see that. Maybe when all this is said and done, they'll partner with PlayStation on the project and then they'll go from there. But right now, it just seems like Remedy has their hands full with a lot of stuff going on that they already partnered up with other other publishers. I know Shuhei Yoshida had took a picture with Remedy a while back, and it looked like, maybe they was talking about some deals going on, but I don't think that's happening right now. And then again, I also said in the video prior that I don't even think Remedy would be a purchase that's necessary for PlayStation. Maybe a partnership, but not a purchase. I feel like they already have that. They have the talent to make a game that Remedy tends to make within studio. And speaking of the talent of a studio with Bluepoint, to double back real quick, I would want Bluepoint to make their own game if they were purchased by PlayStation. I don't think it's a necessity because I think they've proven to be a great remake studio, and PlayStation has a lot of IPs or can partner with other publishers to make a lot of IPs that were synonymous with PlayStation, i.e. Metal Gear Solid. I feel like they have shown that they have the talent to make a great remake if, you know, making a game isn't something that they're capable of. Which I think they are. They might have to hire some more people to do more like story writing, gameplay, quest building, and all that other stuff. They kind of just take the formula, improve the gameplay, improve the visuals, and go from there. I make it sound simple, but they do some great work. So I don't wanna sell them short. But yeah, man, this has been a crazy day with the whole leak and Bluepoint and Housemarque. I think it's a great time, and for PlayStation gamers, I think PlayStation has shown that they're investing in their own way and the future of PlayStation games, and I think it's a lot to be excited for. Now we just need that showcase for that summer. Show us what's coming next for the PlayStation 5. But get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about this purchase, about the Bluepoint leak, and what's going on at Remedy. They got too much on their plate right now for y'all, or I think they got something in the works with PlayStation. Rate the video, of course, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I'll holla at y'all in my next video. Peace!